Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us, we have the Videyas. This is the retro-looking red model. There's no model number. This is an AM/FM shortwave 18650 powered portable radio. I picked this up on Amazon for $15.99 minus I think a 6 or 10% off coupon, bringing the price down to around 15 or just under 15 bucks. Not bad. So let's look at the box. Videyas. You got some kick butt wood grain paneling. Love it. You got the funky styled radio. I love it. The V-Funk, that's what I call it. It is funky looking. Look at that bad boy. We got bullet points here. FM radio. It also has AM and shortwave, of course, like I mentioned. USB rechargeable. It says TF card, but there is no TF card slot. There is no MP3 playback. So this must have been for a different radio, and they never took it off the box. It says built-in rechargeable battery, but it is replaceable, which is nice. This is correct here. FM, AM, shortwave 1 and 2. 4-band radio. And of course, just not that. So a little bit of false advertising there with the MP3 playback. I'll be honest with you, I'm glad I found a radio without that feature. It's always nice. Get a flashlight though. Awesome. So yeah, over here, there you go. That's what you get. Okay, simple. There you go, made in China, of course. All right, so there you go. That's what you get. And yeah, same thing on that side. So I took everything out of the box, make it easy, show you what we get. We get a charging cable, USB to micro. These are still relevant. The Sihodan R108s use this, and a Texan PL330. Those are newer radios. Shortwave digital that still utilize the micro USB. And of course, C-Crane Skywave SSB2 utilizes the micro USB now. I'd like to see Type C, but we're still seeing micro, and it's fine. We got the radio. Yeah. Love the looks of this bad boy. It's actually cool looking. I like it. Some people think it might look ugly. I like it. Just because it's different. Different than a normal fare. Does a decent job too. And then we get instructions. Now these instructions are pretty basic. More basic than you've ever seen before. Let's go ahead and open them up for fun. You have precautions, warning, notice before using. Okay. Radio operation. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Those 3 steps and you're done. And of course, regular maintenance. All right. In the back here is our specifications. There you go. Some how-tos. There you go. I'll go over some of the basics, but that's size in millimeters, speaker size, and of course, receiving frequencies, and we're done. Warning, don't shock yourself. All right, cool. So here it is. Let's go over dimensions really quick. This radio measures 6 inches in length. It has a height of 3.5 inches, and it has a depth of 1 5/8 of an inch. So for size comparison, I always have my usual culprits to my left. I bring in CC Pocket in-house. 11:26 p.m. So that's Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. And I'm filming this during the winter months. So we'll see what our reception is. It's kind of got weird outside. It's like 30s and foggy out. We'll see how that affects reception. So there's that radio to give you an idea. Da-da-da. Next we have the CC Skywave, represents an AM/FM shortwave radio. More modern, $90 versus $15 or less. I like $15 or less. That's awesome. With a flashlight. That's the best part. And last but not least, we do have a deck of cards if you don't have those 2 radios. Here we are, of course, the Invincible Iron Man by Marvel. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves red, funky radios. In his hand, he's Iron Man, the portable radio man. I don't think so, but yeah, that'd be cool. There probably is a radio man. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go over features of the Videyas generic, because there's no model number on this thing. So I don't know what to call it. I'm just call it V-Funk. The V-Funk. Model number V-Funk. I love it. So right away on the left-hand side, we're greeted with a diffused panel, and it's our LEDs behind there. This thing's super bright. So over here on this side, we have a light switch. Go ahead and turn it on, and boom, super bright. Okay, this thing lights up an area real nice. Put some Iron Man in there. Yeah, no problem at all. The cool thing is you cup your hand like this, and you can actually see they put like a reflector style around the bezel. You actually can read the dial, even though the dial isn't super accurate. We'll talk about that, but that's neat. So that's fun. I'm glad they put that in the radio, especially one with an 18650. Okay, so you got to see that. It has a spot for a lanyard here and a lanyard here, almost like a little carry handle, but they opted just to throw a lanyard on for cheap. So it'd been cool to see a lanyard hook up to both sides. What do you think? You could probably put your own on there, right? Yeah, I think you could. Got a cool design that goes around. So on the front, like I said, it has a reflective surface there. That's neat. Our dial, FM. Now if you look, it's reversed. I love that. All low numbers to the right, going up to the left. Yeah. So FM 87 to 108. The FM scale is horribly inaccurate. The AM band is slightly accurate, maybe somewhat close. 522, it says 1728. Shortwave is better. It's more closer to being accurate. 2.3, which is actually kind of cool for inexpensive radio. Starting at 2.3, going to 10 on shortwave 1, and on shortwave 2, they split it into two bands here. We have 10 megahertz to 22 megahertz. So that's cool. So we should hear something tonight, being able to start at 2.3. Underneath here, we have our speaker behind the funky design. I love this like red enamel treatment, and just the way they did it. It's actually a bright tone speaker. It sounds good. I'm a fan of the smaller, brighter tone speakers. I don't like the muffled, lower tone stuff sometimes. It just depends on what I'm listening to. That measures 2 inches. There you go. Awesome. Tuning wheel, which is reminiscent of the Panasonics, where you have a thumb wheel here, right in the front. Now, my radio has a little spot where it catches going one direction, right here. You can hear it. No big deal. It just catches right there from going up. But I'm going down the band, even though this is usually going up, but I'm fine. Band select switch, shortwave 2, shortwave 1, AM, FM. We'll leave it on FM. Videyas. We saw the light switch back here. Here's our charge port for the micro USB. Little red LED will light up, and with a good cable, I'm not sure what the one provided will give you, but with a better cable, I was able to get 1 amp in. That's good if you're charging a high capacity battery, which this does not. I'll talk about that in a second. Volume on off control. So we just turn it on. And here's our volume. Beautiful thing. Bottom, it's got feet, so it does stand up nicely. The antenna. This antenna is 14 inches, so it's not super long, but it's stainless steel. Yeah, I noticed this and I was like, wow, this feels like a textured finish. And I'm looking at it closer, and it definitely is stainless steel. It's not just a treatment on a simple, inexpensive thing. So I was like, that is a nice little touch. So stainless steel whip antenna. You don't see that every day, especially on an inexpensive portable like this. So you can see the difference. All right, and on the back here, got a little tag showing information, made in China. There you are. And then, of course, it's very simple to get into, but there's a lot of wires in there, so I didn't spend much time in there. If you look here, it says open. And this open area is where our battery is at. Let me just get this open on camera. Wow, that's really tight. Yeah, they made that. Okay, I'm going to set this down here. So this just usually pops open easy. There we go, we got it. Right now there's a 1200 milliamp hour 18650. This is a button top unprotected cell. So if you notice, the positive terminal is bent. I did that. I just shoved a screwdriver in there as gently as I could. And so I can take this battery out and see, I'm going to put a different battery in there. So what I'll do is I'll go to my holder here, and I have some 18650s. These are Sanyos. These are good ones. These are the, what are these? The GAs, the 3500 milliamp hour flat tops. Sanyo, made in Japan. Nice batteries. And yeah, just put this in here. And now I can run flat tops and charge them and everything, and it works just like the other battery. So now I have 3 times the capacity. So another neat thing you can do, very simple trick, just be very careful. If you work that terminal out too much, you'll have a problem with not being able to put this battery in it if you wanted to use your original. and then, or you could break that off. So be very careful. All right, so I'll put the original battery back in there. It's a little tighter fitting with that terminal pushed out. Okay, cool. Thought I'd show you that. Yeah, I love having the ability to use whatever I have on hand. I have a lot of reclaimed batteries too. I use in all my radios. Those I pull out of modem packs, and that works great. So let's do FM reception report, and we'll turn this on and hear what we can hear tonight. We'll tune the bands and find out what this Videyas can do. This little monster radio. So FM reception report. I like to go through it. 5-tier method: fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. So I rate them. Tune 30 FM band. I log every station I can find. Check out sensitivity and selectivity at the same time as I go through the band. And of course, I try to note if there's any tropospheric ducting or any E-skip action going on. This particular time I did not, which is good. So we get a straight result. This radio found 67 stations, which for sensitivity puts it in a solid 3-star category. Good. A normal all analog radio, such as, I'm trying to find my all analog radio. I always have my GE handy. I should get a different one. I got tons of these radios. This gets about 48 stations. This puts it in the 2.5-star category, which isn't bad. So that's okay to good. So this is better because it's a DSP radio. You'll hear it. DSP means digital signal processor. So as you tune it, you hear little clicks, and that's fine by me as long as it stays locked on that station. I'm happy. And that's a good thing about a DSP. No drifting at all whatsoever. FM selectivity was also rated good because even with strong stations, I was able to find fainter stations in between. So it's a great FM radio. Even though it has a short 14-inch antenna, it still does a great job. So right now we're going to turn it on. We're going to do a demo on the audio. I like to play music using an FM transmitter here. C-Crane. It's hooked up to a Sony MP3 player, playing YouTube royalty-free music, so I can transmit it over 97.7 megahertz to the radio, and then you can hear the music and I don't have to worry about copyrights. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and turn on the radio and tune in Radio Todderbert, and you can see the scale on FM and how far it's off. It's way off. So let's go ahead and turn it on. It's not jamming. Okay. Way past 98. That little stuck spot. There you go. 97.7 is right there. Here's 98, way over here. Okay, so we'll play this for a few minutes, see how it goes. There you go. You got an idea for the audio demo. It started out static or crackling. It was the USB charging, what do you call it, power adapter, causing noise interference on the FM transmitter. I figured it out, unplugged it, so now it was sounding good. So if I turn it up and pause it, no static. That's the transmitter. So yeah, beautiful. Cool, yeah. Glad I figured that out. I'm like, what is that noise? Shouldn't be doing that. All right, cool. So there it is. There's a little demo. Hopefully you can just compare it to other videos. So let's go ahead and we're going to hook a wire up to here. We're going to do some shortwave listening. Yeah. We can hear on shortwave tonight. My wire. There we go. So I just got a little 12-foot wire where it's going to clip right to this antenna mast. We'll see what we can pick up. Now, if I remember right, this radio is kind of noisy during the day, but I did pick up about 15 stations, which I was pretty surprised. I did hear some imaging, but not too bad. I had a good experience during the day. It was great. So if you guys are listening to daytime shortwave, you'll like it. So we're going to do a shortwave 1, and we're going to start at the bottom of the band there, all the way down to 2.3 megahertz, which we're probably not going to hear a thing, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and turn it up. Try to get through as quick as I can. Get to the AM band. Thumb wheel tuning is beautiful. Okay, I think it's 2.5 megahertz, the time signal down low. Yep. Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Time again, 11:41 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep. Barely making it out. Well, that's neat. Let's see if we can pick up the Canadian signal. Turn this up a little bit.
At Jonah, he was sent and he ran from the presence of the Lord. He ended up in the belly of a whale.
Okay, CHU Canadian time signal, 3.33. It's you can tell it's a bit off on the scale there. I think it says 4.5 or actually at 3.3. That's cool. Storms in the background, but we're picking up an AM transmission from a ham radio operator. Very cool. So you can actually get ham radio operators that are transmitting on full AM, which is nice. In the evening. The ham band is probably like 3.8 megahertz. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I forget the band plan for voice on AM. Lower side band, I think. Yep. I'm excited picking this stuff up. I guess that tone there is like a radar. Interesting.
And pay discount prices on your airline ticket. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines. 802-341-4535. 802.
Yeah, we're finding quite a bit here. I want to get to the AM band, so let's see if we can't get there. But as far as FM goes, FM sounds great on here, by the way. The music's nice and clear.
He became full, he became a man, and in that
I think we're starting to pick up Cuban stations.
The performance of the show in the 1975 was promising, as well as them having at least one medal in individual events. Regardless from the contest of 9 gold, 10 silver, and 12 bronze medals, and the caliber.
Okay, now we're, was it the 40 meter band?
She's gone.
Other stair. Okay, so you get the idea. There's quite a bit here. It's a lot of fun. It's gonna be a nice evening listening. Okay.
But I'm here to remind you what God spoke to me.
Florida. Could be RMI. And I think shortwave 2 could get 10 megahertz. We could try. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, this is not picking up 10, but it picked it up on, I think, 2.5 there, which is pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go to AM real quick. Just give you an idea what it sounds like on AM, and then we'll do final thoughts on the Videyas. Let's get this off here. Now, during the day, it's great on locals and okay on semi-locals. Distance stations really wasn't a thing, but it's pretty impressive in the evening, so let's just go ahead and buzz through the AM band real fast. The antenna's on the back side, in the middle right about there, behind the speaker.
And then looking and feeling your best this new year.
Just go to genucel.com/Sean, and when you enter Sean at checkout, guess what? You're saving money.
560 local WIND Chicago.
Upgraded to free shipping for the new year. Don't wait. Just go to genucel.com/Sean from our friends at Chamonix.
The truth is, viruses cannot be killed, and unlike bacteria, viruses are...
All right, it is time for our question of the day. Randy emailed in from the great state of Arkansas.
He writes, I am trying to decide if I should keep my job as assistant branch manager at a bank making $31 per hour or take a new job at a Superior Courthouse making $24.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Pay around $300 for health benefits
who have access to high-speed internet and those that don't. There are those that have pledged to bring high-speed internet to low-income.
And it's that we know that we are the modern-day gladiators, right? We are providing entertainment for the masses and doing something we love, but we're also putting our bodies and our future health on the line. And I think that's one threat.
Here's 670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago.
Respect.
Didn't hear
For
Nashville.
what it takes to go out on the field.
Here's 640.
Worsening global starvation. The Black Information Network's Morgan Wood has the story.
on us, and then we put our body.
Largest wheat producers. While its attacks on the country's energy grid also disrupts the flow of food.
People, but at the end of the day, you don't think these type of things are going to happen, and when it does happen.
Okay, it's jumping to the strong stations. 720 WGN Chicago. Coming in good though.
For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, for the
Hey James, you can interrupt the show as the mood will strike and we'll get to
Liverpool, and so we're really excited about that project.
Rod Romero with the museum says it's a project that's been in the works for months and will become a landmark for people driving along Route 66 and for Illinois tourism in general.
We're hoping that it will be used in a lot of the Illinois press for tourism. It's definitely going to be one of those iconic sculptures or
WBBM Chicago.
State of Illinois, so we're looking forward to having that here.
Giant guitar used it, but not only that, across 5 states on a flatbed, making stops along the way at historical sites. An official lighting ceremony in Jolie
have increased its and starts to squeeze the heart, and then the heart.
Well, folks, and it seemed weeks ago it was pretty clear he was going to have some trouble.
8:30 WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, about 300 miles. Usually. Oh, there you go. WCBS 880, New York, New York. Couldn't tell where I was at.
The same technology used for the COVID vaccines may help cure certain cancers. Moderna and other.
So 880 WCBS, New York, New York is 750 miles to the northeast. Beautiful.
So the body can generate
we're almost done.
Based on the patient's type of tumor. The vaccines wouldn't prevent cancer, but would help treat.
MAGA and Trump 2020 everywhere.
I did notice the little birdie tones, but they'd go away as you tuned in the station and tuned away during the day, so it wasn't that big of a deal. $15 radio, I'm excited.
In person at the IO Festival in Minneapolis last June, and actually we were both speaking.
Two can be in a situation where we can help somebody in their life. If there's
Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is but on top.
Then you got the 2 right lanes on 295 northbound just past Columbus Boulevard closed, but that should be wrapping up by around 4 o'clock. Next update in less than 10 minutes. I'm Andy Anderson.
Andy, thanks. Now the NBC 10 First Alert forecast.
Overnight mainly cloudy and mild. Temperatures down to 57 degrees, and for your Wednesday afternoon, we're up to 65, which means we're unseasonably warm. Rain is likely to move in towards the afternoon and evening hours. And for Thursday, we're still mild, a mix of sun and clouds, and a high of 62. By Friday, we start to cool back down to our seasonal average. Daytime highs around 50 degrees with a chance of spotty showers. I'm NBC 10 First Alert meteorologist Brittany Schiff.
59 in Center City and 59 at the 34th Street Station in University City. Weather is sponsored by SEPTA. Plan your trip at iseptaphilly.com. It's 12:54. The Foo Fighters plan to continue after the death of...
Okay, so it's KYW 1060, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. All right, so we'll just go to the top of the band.
Recognized without Taylor.
You are 88.
Speeding past a lot.
Minute Missouri just finished. 10% chance that that person is not going to live. Couple low shows and
CHHA Toronto. 1620. Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois. We're done. Cool, so as you can tell, it's pretty strong to the top of the band during the evening hours. So there it is, the Videyas. The V-Funk. That's awesome. So there it is. Does it get a thumbs up? Yeah, under $15. Pick it up for the pure fun of it. Use this as just an idea of where you're at. Know your radio stations. Don't rely on the dial accuracy whatsoever. I do like the fact that it's 18650 powered, has this bright flashlight, sounds halfway decent, has a nice bright tone, it's square, it sits, has a cool design. No Bluetooth, no MP3 player, none of the extra stuff to weigh it down. Pure radio. I do like it. It was cool bringing in shortwave stations. So hope you enjoyed the video. Big like if you did. 2, if you like inexpensive Videyas radios. Subscribe at the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about this little red monster. Do you like the V-Funk, or would you rather pick up something else? Let me know. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.